Okay. So if there are any additions, changes, corrections, please let me know. Otherwise, somebody want to move to adopt the minutes on the October 20th meeting?
I so move to adopt the minutes from the October 20th meeting.
Great. All in favor?
Second.
That's
Aye.
great. All in favor? Let's just go. I'll go in order. Charlie,
Aye.
Jonathan,
Aye.
Jonathan Green.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that was Jonathan Green. Sorry, Jonathan Burge,
Aye.
Glenn Wong,
Aye.
David. You
Yes.
usually.
Yeah. I usually abstain. I'll say yes. What the heck?
Jim,
Yes.
Daniel.
Yep.
Great. And I say aye. Am I forgetting anybody? Ellen, you're here, but I don't think you need to vote on these. Great. Okay, duly adopted. On to our, I will stop sharing them. Great. And the next order of business, one sec. Is public comment. I don't think we have anybody from the public. We got this one cat who's does not have a name, just a period for his name. I've asked him to identify himself or herself, but nothing's going on. So I'm gonna say we don't have anybody from the public. One sec. Just getting the agenda back up on my desktop here, sorry. Okay, next order of business is a remote meeting report to the select board review. And I think, Glenn, we're gonna kick this to our December meeting, is that right?
Yeah, I apologize. I did not have a chance to work on it for this meeting.
Okay. Anybody else have any business to discuss prior to going to executive session? One thing I would like to throw out there would be this is our November meeting. We'll have one more meeting hopefully before end of year. I'd like to personally, and I think we're gonna hand off this ransomware report, which has been a long time in the making. Next meeting, we will hand off the remote attendance report, which has also been a long time in the meeting. That kind of clears our decks. And so one thing I thought for our last meeting of the year was to kind of maybe do a little bit of a brainstorming session, kind of big, hairy, audacious goals or projects for 2021, and just have ask each of you to kind of kick back with a beer or some wine, think about some things that, not in our meeting, but prior to coming to the meeting, think about some things that might be useful or worthwhile for the committee to take on as projects or research projects or goals for 2021. And we can do a little bit of, have a little bit of a brainstorming session, idea session, and then maybe just vote as a committee on which we want to pursue, maybe one or two for 2021, three, I guess, if we want to be ambitious, and use our last meeting of the year to kind of set the agenda for 2021. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I concur.
I've definitely got some stuff, kind of written down on Notepad, sort of like, oh, that'd be an interesting thing for us to look at. I'm sure you guys do too. So we can bring them to next meeting and maybe do a little ranked voting exercise to figure out.
Can we do that? I thought it lost.
It did lose. It did lose. I was really surprised by that. Somehow I thought it was a no-brainer, but I guess not. But doesn't mean we can't use it at ITAC.
Hey, if Cambridge can do it.
Exactly.
So it's talking about things that we plan to do next year. Is that a topic that we can discuss in email, or do we have to wait until we're all gathered together in order to discuss that?
My guess is if we were to email about that, they would consider that deliberation. But
Yeah. All right. Well, no, we won't do that then.
yeah, I don't know. Does anybody else have any thoughts on that?
I mean, you could collect some ideas like ahead of the meeting to, to seed the topics, but I think that's the extent of it.
I think if we wanted to have a shared document and kind of throw ideas into it or something like that, as long as there isn't, discussion going on within that document, or it's just kind of a static list, I'm guessing that would be okay.
Right.
If that's what you had in mind, Dan?
Yeah, just pitching some ideas out there and seeing if other people can riff on them.
Or even just kind of pre-generating the idea list before the meeting and then at least having it to refer to. Sure. Yeah. I'm happy to create the shell document and people can kind of and share it up with all of you, and we can just throw stuff in there as it occurs to us. Okay.
I think if you're just establishing a list, but you're not voting on anything or any serious deliberations, I can't imagine that wouldn't be in the spirit, of doing things at this time.
Yeah, 'cause I mean,
it's all a little gun shy right now, open meeting law.
but what we're talking about is talking about what we're going to talk about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a stretch to think that open meeting law would reach into that discussion. I mean, I could see someone making the argument, but I wouldn't get too worried about.
Yeah. I think it's easily defensible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's similar enough to a call for agenda items.
Right.
Right.
Certainly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Which is kind of what we're doing. It's just for the whole year instead of for a particular meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. If there is nothing else, no other business that members have, or airing of grievances, feats of strength, that type of thing, I'm going to propose that we enter into executive session to discuss the deployment of security personnel or devices or strategies with respect thereto.
Second.
All in favor? Charlie,
Aye.
Jonathan Burge,
Aye.
Jonathan Green,
Aye.
Glenn,
Aye.
David,
Aye.
Jim,
Aye.
Daniel,
Aye.
and Ellen. I'm guessing you're with us.
Do I get a vote? I didn't think I got a vote.
You don't get a vote.
Yeah, I didn't get a vote.
You're not.
Sorry.
It's okay.
But
Good.
you're coming into executive session with us, Ellen. Okay. So we are now in let me just stop recording 1 sec.